Hello everyone. A warm welcome to all of you. I'm super excited and happy that you all have decided to join this course. Well, this course is the course on data visualization. But before you move ahead, it's important for you to understand what data visualization is all about. Well, let's see. Data visualization is all about graphical representation of the information and data. There are a lot of stories, there are a lot of information which is hidden behind the data, and data visualization helps you in decoding those stories, those backgrounds, so that you can make some effective and efficient decisions. It is simply like you distill large data sets into small parts with the help of visualizations by creating different types of plots, different types of visualizations. For example, you can draw line visualization. You can draw bar plots. You can go for visualization in the form of patches, areas, spiral graphs, and so on. Every type of visualization has its own perspective, has its own objective, and it's your job to see which type of visualization or perspective will suit it the best. The idea here is to understand the patterns, behaviors, and the trends that are being followed in the data. So you have a large data set, but you don't know what it is all about because it consists of numbers. Numbers can tell you a lot of things about data, but unfortunately they are so large, they are so bulky that it is very difficult to decode them. And this is where the data visualization steps in. This is where you can use the data visualization techniques in understanding what's behind the data so that you can make some effective decisions, efficient decisions, or what we call as data-driven decisions, decisions which are supported by data. Let me ask you a question. Which language you think connects the entire world together, entire business world together? Let me be more specific. Any guesses? Well, that's the language of data. Data is the most common thing that is connecting the entire global economies all over the world. Probably it is one of the most expensive asset in the coming times. So with the help of data visualization, you are able to understand how you can decode the information that is behind your data, the story which is behind your data. Moving ahead, uh, you need to understand that when we talk about numbers, because we believe that the data is in the form of numbers, numbers have an important story to tell. A lot of stories hidden behind numbers, but they need someone to rely on, someone to give them a clear and definite opinion. So who's that someone? Well, once you will take this course, you will be that person who would be giving them that clear and convincing voice. And that is what you need to learn in this course. Well, I personally believe that if you want to be data visualizer, a good data visualizer, a good data analyst, then you have to be a storyteller. Who's a storyteller? Who convincingly, who with a lot of conviction, who can tell someone what the things are all about, what is hidden there. So, as a storyteller, you need to really convince people about your story, about the information which is hidden behind the data. So unless and until you are not a good storyteller, you cannot become a good analyst. What you will be presenting without story, there is no presentations. And data visualization helps you in drawing those stories. So I can say that it is all about art of storytelling. Data visualization is all about art of storytelling. But by whom? By a storyteller. And you would be that storyteller once you take up this course. And that's the objective of this entire course, entire program. So why data visualization? Why we are talking about data visualization so much nowadays? Well, in last 5 years, the entire market for data visualization has increased by 4 times. Well, isn't it full of what we say, full of opportunities. Don't you think you should grab on these opportunities? Well, you should, you must. And to do that, you have to take this course. And this is where this course will help you to gain that level of techniques, that level of understanding of how to visualize data, how to see what is behind the data, behind the facade. There's a veil that is hiding that critical information and the data, a veil between the data and that critical information. And it's your job to decode it. And once you decode, you're able to get that popular insight. So, what we'll be discussing in this course? Well, ideally, there are a lot of things that can be done, but this course will focus on three major libraries of data visualization. Now, since we are doing it in Python, so the three popular libraries that Python supports or support Python: one, the Matplotlib; two, the Seaborn; and third is the Bokeh. On one hand, where the Matplotlib and the Seaborn libraries helps you in drawing static plots, static visualizations. On the other hand, Bokeh gives you the power to draw some interactive plots, the plots with which you can interact, and that's where the field is all about different. We would be taking all these three libraries one by one in this entire course. So just pull your socks up, make your mind. You have to be a storyteller, and to do that, you have to be a good data analyst, a person who understands what's behind the data. And that's what the objective of this entire course is all about. I welcome you all again in this course. So a warm welcome to everyone, and I hope all these sessions will prove to be very productive to you. I would be happy to answer your queries. I would be happy to answer your questions on the forum. So one of the most important things that you need to remember, it's very important to practice. So you must practice side by side, because if you will don't do that, you will not be able to get that level of efficiency and the level of expertise. So for that expertise, it is important that you practice side by side. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you in the course.